There are new ways to transact on with the experience, new products in the store. So explore, find what works for you, find out what you guys like, and have fun with it. So let's get into our subject. So for today, as a founding family, the Lees of Virginia had the only two brothers to sign the Declaration of Independence. Super cool. Boldly proposed the Resolution of Independence in Congress, and so much more. So this family actually paid their pledge of their lives, their fortunes, and sacred honor to one another in the service of liberty for all, generation after generation. Today we are honored to discuss this heritage of courage with a living descendant of the Lees of Virginia. Let me introduce my friend, Steve Remmel. So let's get him, there we go. Steve is a good friend of mine. How you doing, Steve?
Doing great. Really, really happy to be here.
Yeah, we've been nerding out for weeks about this conversation, so we're really excited to have it. Steve, do you want to tell the story of how we met and how we bumped into each other?
Sure. Yeah, yeah. It's a classic case of sitting down next to the right person on an airplane, right? We've all done that, sat next to people, had a good conversation here or there. Well, this conversation that we had just went even further, and we connected about American history and about our businesses and our families. And next thing you know, Andy and I are corresponding and doing business together, and now it's led to this podcast. Just when you have those great conversations on airplanes, just it's a blessing when it continues beyond the plane ride.
Absolutely, yeah. I knew Steve was awesome when he said that he was the first member of his family not to go to West Point since it began, and I was like, wait, that's like 1600, like that's a long time ago. He says, yep, and he's like, I'm related to the Lees. Whoa, holy cow! Like let's jump in. So it's been great. But before we jump in though, to the history and the heritage and the stories and all that stuff, I want to tell our audience about LegalShield. So Steve is my representative of LegalShield. We have it for my family, for all of our businesses. We actually use it all the time. I use it mostly for questions. I think I'm bugging the lawyers on the other side because I call them up about Texas, about Tennessee, and about just about any state that we're running through, and they're very helpful. They're very friendly. We, as you guys know, we go from state to state a lot, and it's great to have a representative and advocate, especially as you travel. So, Steve, what got you into LegalShield? What can you tell us about it?
Well, I saw this as an employee benefit at my last employer. And so I went out on my own as a consultant about 10 years ago. I realized that this was something that people needed to know about, that I needed it, that everybody that I knew needed it, because we're a nation of laws. We're governed by laws, but most of us don't know the laws we're governed by. And so if you don't know your rights, you don't have any rights. That's just how it works in America. And lawyers really are our conduit. They're our access to knowing what our rights are so we can make good decisions. And identity theft is a crime where you're actually guilty and you have to prove your innocence. And so Legal Shield provides justice and security for individuals, families, business owners, if you just heard Andy say, because it gives access, affordable access to attorneys and to identity theft protection, which really everybody needs. So for the last 10 years, I have had the joy of working with all kinds of people all across the country and Canada, benefits brokers, individuals, families, business owners, to provide protection and security. And I just really enjoy empowering people. And my wife has had this, I think, 20 years. I've had it 10 years, and it's just been a blessing for us, both financially, but also personally.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you. Again, it's been really beneficial for us. Let's go ahead and put that up there, guys. Give Steve a call.
Yeah, text me, call me, email me, whatever works. Yeah, happy to share information and just education. It's really about education. A lot of people don't know this exists, and for a dollar a day, to have access to a law firm seems a little strange until you understand how it works and why it works.
Yeah, it does. Again, it's very affordable. It's great value. We've really enjoyed it. I probably use it way too much. They know me when I call